Hello again, whiskey friends. So I got a fresh crack. Haven't even take the plastic off of this one. Fresh crack to break down with you today. Penelope Architect. This is going to be Build 3. So let's hit the intro and kick off the show. All right. Let's get this plastic off of here. You're suffocating the bottle. So we got Penelope Architect Build 3. So if you aren't familiar with this product, Penelope is blending MGP products. So they say it's a 4-grain, but I think it's a wheat whiskey, a rye whiskey, a bourbon, and they're mixing them all together. So you end up with a 4-grain product. The idea of this one is that they then take that and finish it in French oak staves, which is one of my favorite finishes these days. I really love that French oak profile. So I'm excited to jump into this. Going to do a comparison too. I've got Build 1 here. Never got my hands on Build number 2. But I got Build number 1 to compare it back to. And then what I really appreciate, just to get real nerdy about this, is this spider chart visualization that they have. So here's the control, which I imagine is just their typical base product. And then they show where this build, kind of exceeded that in different areas. So we can compare these once we get to number 1 here. All right, let's open this thing. All right. So this is 104 proof, just to note the proof here. And the ages are typically 4 or 5 years, I believe, when it comes to the base products. But they're doing a lot of blending, so, it's not age stated. And shout out, if that'll show up, to Dan and Julie. Thanks for this class. All right. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this pour. I got this a few weeks ago and just haven't had the opportunity to open it. But this is how I spend my Sundays, opening up new whiskeys. Ooh, that's actually pretty lovely on the nose. So, let's see. What do they say about this one? They say there's good oak on the nose, decent amount of fruit on the nose. It's interesting how they have this thing specced out. Some of the terms that they're using, persistency, structure. I almost love to hear their definitions of what those means. I have a concept of what those mean, but am I thinking what they're thinking? Are they thinking what I'm thinking? Am I thinking what they're thinking? Yeah. The youth comes across a little bit on the nose. Get a bubblegum note, which is interesting. Usually don't get bubblegum on MGP. Getting some citrus. Definitely some good fruits on the nose. It's a very mellow, maybe a lime even. It's a very mellow effervescence, I guess is the term you'd use for that when you're talking about kind of like a gin or a Sprite. It's got that on the nose. Man, just lots of caramels and vanillas. Lots of baseline flavors there. Slight bit of a brininess, a little saltiness. The nose itself on this one, there's more of that effervescence. The nose on this one isn't coming across too strong. Let's see what it does on the palate. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's phenomenal. Oh, the French oak. Man, that really does add a whole lot of character to that. Oh, that really. Man. Okay, that was a good first sip. I'm going to do another sip here in a sec. Man, the French oak. I love French oak finishes in general. Yeah, the nose doesn't give me a whole lot, even coming off the sip. Oh, the palate, though. Man. Lots of royal vanilla frosting right away. But then the oak, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put that in terms of the flavor. Man. Devil's food. Gosh, I haven't thought about that in a long time. Devil's food cookies. Was that a thing? I'm pretty sure that was a thing. That's like a childhood memory flashback there. That brings me back to my grandparents raising me during the day. She had these devil food cookies that she would dip in her chocolate or dip in her coffee. Gosh, I haven't thought about those things in a long time. I always love it when bourbons trigger memories. They usually trigger memories too from like those days with my grandparents when they were my daycare essentially. Devil's food. Gosh, I haven't thought of that in a long time. Having problems escaping that thought now. The devil's food cookies. Man, it's really good. So just chocolatey, velvety, frosting. A lot of these dessert flavors going on. French oak is pretty impeccable though. Man, that was good. All right. Ooh, man. The finish is really good too. Still chocolate through and through. I'm not getting like anything but chocolate, but like pretty awesome chocolate. Oh. Trying to find the fruits in that too. There's a it's almost like a raspberry preserve. Devil's food cookie with a little raspberry jelly in there. Ooh, that sounds pretty exciting. All right, let's go to build number 1 is just a comparison. I'm really curious on the different profiles on this. And I haven't had this build number 1 in a little bit. Just below the neck there. Now, as I'm opening up build number 1 here, these are $60 retail. So Penelope's always got good prices on their stuff. Usually everything's $50-$60, if not always 60. So a real good price on their whiskey. All right. Ooh, build number 1's actually got more of a nose on it than build 3 did. Put a little more in here. Maybe it's the different glasses that I'm interchanging here messing with me. Build number 1 is 104 proof as well. Now, this is where those spider chart things come into play. Let's see if I block out myself, if it'll zoom in on those. So you can see that they're going for something different on build 3. Build 3 is the one in this hand. But, this one they say build 3 has better persistency and structure, but build 1 has more fruit on the nose. It almost looks like build 1 is more well-rounded for what they were going for, whereas build 3 goes to some extremes. Though in the tasting, I wouldn't say anything was too extreme. I mean, it just really leaned into that devil food cookie. All right, back to number 1. Yeah, number 1 gives more on the nose, but it's still those same notes I was saying. Hint of that bubblegum, and that Sprite effervescence. the lemon, the lime, the citrus. Could maybe even sway into apple. So the nose on number 1. All right, let me just see if it's the Glen. Maybe my nose is just too attuned to. I don't know. Let's take away any bias out of this, but thanks, Angel. Yeah, it did make a difference, actually. Yeah, they're pretty similar on the nose. The build number 1 does have more of the lemon and the lime. All right, taste of number 1. Ah, interesting. Huh. Number 1, first sip comes off as a sweeter product. It doesn't have that devil's food cookie though that I just mentioned, so that's something that's going to be in number 3 alone. Lacks chocolate. I mean, the chocolate's kind of there. This has more pepper, more spice. I think that might be something that they call out. Spicy is one of the metrics there, but I think they got both of them being the same. I don't know if I agree with that. The French oak does not come across as much consistently across build 1. Pops up on the finish. Man, that was a really good like cinnamon roll note. Oh, with the vanilla. Ooh, build 1's really good too. Okay. Let's go back to build 3. Where's my water? All right. Cheers. Oh, man. I think build 3 is a winner, man. I mean, build 1 was a winner too. But they're getting better at these. Yeah, immediately. The finish, like the finishing, is a lot more present on build 3 than it was for build 1. Lots of vanillas. Okay, cinnamon roll again. They rhyme. They definitely rhyme. I think it's the finishing that actually separates number 3. Yeah, I'm curious on that one. Was it finished longer? What was the difference between these? Maybe the blend's a little different. They don't really say that. Proof's the same on both. I like build 3. These are getting better. Build 1 was a buy to begin with. So the fact that I'm saying build 3 is better and it's the same price. Yeah, that's a buy. Man, I like that a lot. All right, so Penelope Architect Build number 3. Man, if you see this, guys, buy it. $60. Come on. No reason not to buy this. This is delicious. And in general, yeah, check out Penelope. Really cool guys. Good company. They're doing good things. Just blending these MGP mash bills into their own thing. I think that's what's always so fun, is how you can take these ingredients and make something ultimately unique. All right, well done, guys. Well, thanks for chilling with me. Until next time, Goodbye, whiskey friends.